Welcome to Diving with Dawn, episode 19. This one's all about the fishes, or the fish if you prefer, in our area in Nanoose Bay. So what we're going to do is take a look at some of the fish that we see very often in our neighborhood, like the lane cod and the rock cod, or as some people call them, rockfish. Many other types of fish like perches and a few other critters. Definitely going to look at some wolfeels, which are a type of fish. And of course, the divers. Although we're not fish per se, we certainly swim like them-ish. Now, first we'll start with the divers. Here we are getting into Madrona Point with some of the friends, some of the buds. And this is photographer extraordinaire, Pat. Pat does a great job. And he's got a good camera rig. And of course, he's always looking for the perfect shot. And there's Wendy in the background, just bobbing along. Yep. We were at Wild Beach. This is one of my favorite dive sites, because there's a neat set of terrain, there's a lot of smaller life, the occasional wolfeels, the occasional octopus. Right, Wendy? She in fact found us a couple wolfeels the last time, and it was perfect. And in the shallows of Wild Beach is one of my favorite places because it's so much shallow water life, and when the visibility is great, it's like you're in the tropics. Really, really like Wild Beach for that. Now, one of the staples in Nanoose Bay is Madrona Point, simply because it has a great wall on the right hand side where you see a lot of large fish, octopuses, and so on. You do get a lot of these lane cods, that's for sure. Now this lane cod, she looks like she's pregnant. I think with that bulge at the back there. Some of these monsters can be 2-3 feet and larger. They'd be prime fish, I suspect, for anglers. But we don't see many anglers in these areas. I think it might be because of protected parks. Now this is a halibut, I think, or it could be a flounder. I googled what these guys look like, and they both look very familiar. So I'm sure people will let me know, hopefully, what these guys are. But these days, May and June, there's a lot of these guys in the shallows. The water's warming up to about 50 degrees Celsius, 10 degrees centigrade, and you're seeing a lot of these flatfish in the shallows. And then you got the ubiquitous rockfish. I like to call them rock cod. I always thought they were rock cod. They're red. And I imagine they're good eating. And there's a lot of them everywhere. You see them at all the dive sites, but you certainly see a lot of them at Madrona Point. I don't know what these red stripy guys are, but I think they're another type of rockfish. I like them. They're very skittish. They're very hard to get on camera. I think the only reason I got this guy was because he was following the other guy.
I took a beating when they wrote me those letters. And every time I remember the taste of your lip gloss, we never really knew each other anyway. We never really knew each other. Times when I wanted to hurt you, and there were times when I know that I did. Whoa, whoa. There were times when I thought I would kill you, but can you blame me? I was only a kid. Now tell me why we never really respected each other, and tell me why I never believed that you were a person.
I love their front fins. They're a little translucent, so you can see right through them. They got neat markings on them, eh? Look at that. You can see right through the fins to the rock underneath. And they got, I think, our perch in the shallows. Here, Wall Beach. This is the one I was talking about with Wall Beach earlier. We've got these beautiful shallows with the kelp and the starfish, and you see some shrimp, you see many crab, and these perch type fish. You'd swear you're in the tropics. Some anemones in the center of that rock there. Now we'll get on to one of my favorite fish in the area, the wolfeels. I mean, you see a lot of gramps, and you will see gramps in a moment, but there are other younger wolfeels in most of the dive sites. Like this guy here is in a crevice at Madrona.
I took a beat and wonder over those letters. And every time you told me to get lost. Now it's not fair to say that it's 'cause I was 3 inches shorter than. And it's not fair to say that it's 'cause I was only 15 years old. But maybe it's fair to say there was a lack of communication. Oh, Mr. Joy, speaking of communication, oh, and ain't it you try cold. I can get a job, I can pay the phone bills, I can cut the lawn, get my hair cut, I'm a cholesterol, I can work overtime, I can work in a...
So here is Eric chopping up an urchin. Usually it's Pat's job, but Pat wasn't with us on this dive, so Eric did the honors. And here's Gramps just waiting for his food. Playing a bit of tug of war there. Well, Gramps says, I want my urchin. Eric says, well, you gotta work for it. And he gets it. There he goes.
It's the perfect time of year. Somewhere far away from here. I feel fine enough, I guess. Considering everything's a mess. There's a restaurant down the street where hungry people like to eat. I could walk, but I'll just drive. It's colder than it looks outside. It's like a dream you try to remember, but it's gone. Then you try to scream, but it only comes out as a yawn when you try to see the one beyond your front door. Take your time, 'cause the way I'm gonna make you smile when you realize that a guy by side might take a while just to try to...
And this brings to a close Diving with Don, episode 19. The next episode I've already started putting together. We'll have the invertebrates, anemones, and also octopuses. So you'll like that one. Stay tuned.